Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you whether you're on the road, in the office, at home, 24/7, you can access a certificate of insurance through our customer service portal. So I'm first going to direct you to our website, heritageadvises.com. From here, you'll see the Customer Service Center tab. And I suggest at the top here that you bookmark heritageadvises.com/customer-service in your bookmarks on your phone, whatever you got to do to get back to this quickly and easily. You don't have to remember any username and password. The only thing you'll need to know is the email address that you have on file with us. Once you put that email address in, they will email you a code, and on the next screen you put that code in and it gives you access to the system. The other thing they just added recently is if you have a Google account, a Gmail account, you can sign in with Google for easier access. So let's go ahead and get logged in here. I'm already logged in to a dummy account here to kind of show you how to do this. So when you log in, this is what you will see. Documents, ID cards, certificates, change requests, policies, payments, all tabs or buttons here. You can do some cool things within our system. Today, we're going to concentrate on the certificates. So go ahead and click that. From here, you have three things that you can do: add certificate holder, your certificates, and request new certificate. So the request new certificate you probably won't use very often, but you could. Your certificates are any that have been generated by you or by us as the agency. You can go back and pull those if you need them. And the main one to look at today is the add certificate holder. So when you start a policy with us at Heritage, within our system, we create what's called a master certificate. So we put all of your coverage information in. That's essentially a snapshot that day, that second, of what your coverages are. And then what that allows you to do is come in here and just simply add a certificate holder. And now if you're going in, if you're under contract and they're requiring certain things like additional insured or waiver of subrogation, any of those other types of things within or some special wording on the certificate, we at the agency would have to do that, and I'll show you how to submit that request through here. But this 95% of the time, you'll be able to use this, add the certificate holder, generate your own certificate, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and try one. Add certificate holder, we're going to click there. And on the next screen, you're going to see all the master certificates that we have created for you at the agency here. I always suggest using the most recent one. Reason being is sometimes you might make a change to your policy to the limits. Maybe a policy is renewed. So you want to always use the most recent one. And then from here, in the blue here, you can do add certificate holder. Okay, so click there, and it's very simple. We put the name of the holder in, their address, and these remarks are remarks that we already have in there for this particular master certificate. If you had any remarks that went in there that were standard on your policy, you would see that every time. And then it's going to ask you one question here. Do your current policies meet the certificate holder's requirements? So again, unless you're under contract where they're requiring certain endorsements or wording on the certificate itself, in most cases, this will be yes. And so let's look at that process first because it's very simple. We're going to say yes. We're going to click this so we understand the terms there. And once we choose next, it will generate here and you can download it. Now, when I hit download, I'm not sure you're going to be able to see the screen, but there is a certificate of insurance generated for you with the certificate holder listed. And each time you create a certificate, again, this is under that tab, your certificates, it will go here so you can come back and reference that if you need to, or resubmit if whatever reason they didn't get it. So let's answer that question the other way now. Add certificate holder, add certificate holder here, there as well. Okay, we're going to just do the one we've already have in here. We'll do a different state. Okay, so again, the question, do your current policies meet the certificate holder requirement? So if someone you're hauling for requires a special endorsement, and it's not, you don't know if it's on your policy or it is on your policy or it's not on the policy, here you would answer this no. And once you hit next here, it's going to ask you what needs to be done. Let's say that your limits aren't high enough. You would simply choose that, and there was, say, an additional coverage that you needed. Also, what really helps us is if you have some sort of contract or insurance requirement wording that you can upload to us, that really helps. And this is where you would do that. We're going to go ahead and say no. Hit next. All right, now so that has submitted into our system. What we will do, we will review any insurance requirements or documents that you sent with that, or any of the anything else that you added to that as far as the request, and we will be able to generate that certificate for you. Usually same day. If it's not same day, it'll be next day, as well as reach out to you with any questions. So that is how to generate a certificate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and without having to call our office